Hey, this is Matt from Reloop. I'm here at Bop DJ in Leeds, and we're going to take a closer look at some of the features on the brand new RP8000 Mark II turntable from Reloop. So we're here taking a look at the Reloop RP8000 Mark II turntable. This is brand new on the market. It's an official Serato accessory, which means that it is plug and play compatible in Serato DJ Pro, but it is only an accessory and you'll still need to connect it to a compatible interface. What we're using today is the Reloop RMX90 DVS, which has the Serato DVS license built into it. So first thing we're going to do is switch the turntable on. First thing you see that happens is it tells you what channel we want to designate this deck to. Now you can run up to 4 turntables in Serato DJ Pro depending on how many inputs your interface has. The mixer has 4 channels, so we have the option of controlling 4 Serato decks from the single turntable. So it is automatically assigned to channel 1, so we'll just click that. That's assigned this deck to deck 1 in Serato, so that we know any MIDI control will only affect that deck. The tracks knob on the panel here lets you browse through your Serato tracks and your folders. Holding down the shift button and click will allow you to go through each library pane, and then it's as simple as clicking a track to load it into that assigned deck. We've got 8 performance pads along the bottom, and these are split over 7 different Serato performance modes controlled by these buttons on the corner. So the first mode that we look at is cue points. Straightforward enough. Color-coded cue points as they are preset in Serato. If you want to set a new cue point, you just hit a blank pad and you can hold the shift pad to delete and then reset any more new cue points on the fly. Tap it again gets into the pad's secondary mode. On this side we've got saved loops. So here blue means the saved loop is activated. So go back into cues and trigger that saved loop from the cue point. Second button is our sampler. So purple is in sample mode. From here we can fire off all of our samples that are loaded up in Serato. Tapping it again gets us into the pitch play mode, which lets you replay a certain cue point at different pitches. By holding down the shift button, we can choose a different cue point to assign to the pitch play mode. The third button is our loop controls, so hit it once and we've got loop sizes. Tap it again gets you into loop rolls, where you can trigger a loop which will loop for as long as you hold the pad down, and the track will continue to play in the background, so when you release it, it's where the play marker should be. In loop mode, if you press the shift button, we can change the size of the loops that are assigned to the pad. So in Serato's screen, we can see we can go down to micro 1/32 loops, or we can change the assign and we can get all the way up to a 32 bar loop, all direct from the turntable. There is a third layer to each of these pads. The top 2 have user 1 and user 2. Now if we hold shift, we can get into these user modes. Now what these do is give you a blank slate of 8 pads, which you can remap to any MIDI function you want in Serato. Shift and loop roll gets you into your slicer function. So that's it for the Serato controls. Now the cool thing about this turntable is its platter play feature. What that means is we can adjust the speed of the platter with the MIDI buttons. And we go ahead and press shift and the pitch reset button. Now we're in platter play. And what this does is it replays a musical note, which is displayed in the LCD screen, and physically changes the speed of the platter to emulate that musical note. We've got the choice of 3 octaves, so we can go down an octave. We've got a middle octave, and a high octave. Under the LCD display, we can cycle through 22 different scales. Now these go from pentatonic to harmonic to whole note to the notes, the keys as you see them on a keyboard. Possibilities are limitless for the amount of musicality this turntable has. So a quick look at the LCD display. We've got two knobs above it. These control your brake speed, which controls the speed at which the start-stop button will stop the platter. Now that is adjustable from 6 seconds at its maximum to a dead stop. Now the dead stop is also controlled by this knob here, which is the torque control, and that controls the power that the platter spins at. So we can set it at a minimum of 80%, which is 2.8 kilograms, and we can turn it all the way up to 100%, which is 4.5 kilograms of torque, which gives you instant start-stop. The two buttons underneath adjust our pitch range from 8% pitch, 16%, so you've got a wide pitch range. Tap them both and it gets you into the ultra pitch, which is plus or minus 50%. Now here you can see it says display. If we hold down the shift button, this gives us our BPM readout from Serato. So whatever the track is playing at in the software, you can see the readout directly on the deck. Really cool feature, means you don't have to keep looking over at your laptop, you've got all the information on the turntable. So start-stop button, you've got 3 speeds, so 33, 45, tap them together and you've got 78 speed as well, and a reverse switch. This little input is for the target light, which is a LED light which will allow you to see the needle in the dark. Little side note, every element of this turntable, be it the start-stop buttons, any button or knob on the turntable can also send MIDI data, so you can remap any of these functions to control something in your software, but be aware that it will still do the physical function. So you could map the 45 button to trigger an effect on and off, but it will still change the turntable speed to 45, so use that feature with caution. So a quick look at the back panel of the turntable. The first thing we see is the phono outs with the grounding pin. Now the turntable is internally grounded, so the grounding isn't necessary, but it's there as an extra safety feature. If you have a lot of things plugged into an electrical socket and you're getting feedback, you can ground the turntable still, but it's not a necessary thing to do. Next to it, you'll see we have a line out. Now these two outputs run at the same time, which allows you to connect the turntable to 2 channels at the same time. Now, why would you want to do that? You can connect it to perhaps, say, 2 mixers at the same time. If you have a multiple person battle setup, you can connect it to 2 inputs on your mixer for easy switching between DVS and real vinyl, or you can use the line output if you're plugging into a mixer and all the phono inputs are already taken over. Next to it is the USB connection, Turntable Link, which allows you to connect a second RP8000 Mark II to this one, and in turn a third and a fourth, allowing you to daisy chain up to 4 turntables together and have just one of them plugged into your laptop. USB-B there to PC will connect all 4 of them to the laptop. The Turntable Link can also be used to plug in a MIDI keyboard when using the platter play function, so you can actually replay those notes on a traditional keyboard and still adjust the speed of the platter to replay those musical notes. Next, we've got an on-off power switch. Now this is a new feature. The line output does require power to run the preamp. So in the past, where you turn off the turntable motor, this would kill the overall sound of the turntable because it kills the power to the preamp. Now with the switch on the back, you can use the motor off function even on a line output without affecting the sound output. Okay, so that was the RP8000 Mark II turntable from Reloop. It's available now from Bop DJ. Go and get yours now.